Hello, welcome to a redone sort of episode 11 here. So I'll be straight up honest with you. I've kind of had some recent bumps in the road with some fun video things where I kind of lost actually a few recent videos. Pain in the butt for my Digimon series at least. For the D3 series, because that means I did lose a few D3 videos. Doesn't matter too much. I didn't lose the main ones. I'm good with that. That's like the only thing I can say about that. I didn't lose my main ones. I did lose one Tamagotchi episode though. So our little V3, or not V5, blah. So our Tamagotchi V5 here. It is currently nighttime for these guys, but yeah, they are already at their adult stage. I did have a teenage video recorded, but those guys are now gone. They are now gone forever! But it doesn't matter, because they basically turned into the same thing we had for our first generation, which is a pain. I did not mean for them to turn into this again. Yes, our teenage stage was pretty much all the same characters as our first go-around. I don't know how this happened. Like, I literally didn't think this was possible. It became possible, and I don't know how that did. Like, I wasn't expecting all these guys to be back in my grasp again. I do know that each one of these is a different type of typing for Tamagotchi. So, like, one of these I do know belongs into one category. Like, there's 3 different categories for each one of these. But I was not expecting them to kind of evolve into that, which is kind of weird. So, I'm going to try for another pure Violet family again, because since we do have Violet Chi again, I am going to just basically sit down and try for another Violet family. Because that seems like our best attempt, and we're now at a later generation and stuff like that. Our bonds are actually really amazing. They're at 100% bonding, so, like, we are at a good spot, and that's pretty much it. Like, it's been pretty simple. I've not gained too much money traction. I've pretty much just been using, like, the basic bonds and then item combo, and then a little bit of bond mini games, which means that I've not gained much money out of this yet. So currently it's sitting at 250. So bleh. It's okay with me though, because I've been focused on doing other type of things. But I've just been playing a lot of video games. I've also been looking into doing some modding projects, because for upcoming series, there's like one series that I'm looking into devices for, because as someone who isn't a music person, I kind of have to look into a sort of musical thing. So I've been looking into that. I recently was going to try for a whole Bluetooth setup, and I found out there goes a lot of adapters and a lot of dongles and a lot of stuff. And I'm someone who doesn't really commonly listen to music, so I'm like, whatever. Love all these guys. Seriously, love them all. I thought about marrying them one into doing like one of the intelligent families or something like that, but I'd look into guides to figure out. I know I can marry off one of these into. It's not going to be a pure meme family, but it will like lead to like the weird family typings that do happen with that stuff. Like, I know there's the intelligent, fashionable, and man, I forgot the name of one of them. But I figured this time around, I'm going to try aiming for a pure Violet family. I really kind of want to see the whole, like, pet concept. Everyone was telling me about the pet concept last time. And you know what? I'm going to do it this time. I want to see that freaking pet. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's just like, I gotta see it. Like, no matter what, I really want to see the pet concept. So you know what? We're going to do that. We're going to aim for a pure Violet family. And marry her off to her dream man. I forget the name of it. It looks like an emo boy character. So, well, at least it's pixel to do. That's what it kind of gave me the vibe of. I don't know what it actually looks like. I guess we'll find out later on. I'll go find artwork and be like, wow, or whatever. Not right now, because I'm not going to do that right now. Because why would I do that right now? That'd be a bit of spoiler territory. I don't want to spoil the fun. Why would I do that when I can do crazy things instead? So one of the more annoying things I've noticed about the whole, like, trying to doing specific families or whatever, is you kind of do end up with, I guess you kind of always end up with, like, a blended family in a sense. I don't know if you always end up with a blended family. Maybe, like, in the next generation, we could end up with a No, wait, you shouldn't end up with a blended family, because then you can marry a typing or whatever. And then, okay, yeah, wait. Sorry, I'm having, like, realizations. I'm like, wait a minute. So, this is probably our last blended family, which I'm very glad about that, because I really don't want to deal with another one. So we're going to try going for a pure family with Violet-Chi, which probably means I'm going to have to do that whole, like, 3 attempt thing, where it'd be, like, attempt 1, attempt 2, 3, and then, like, reset the time, try another 3 attempts, reset the time, try again, reset the time, try again, like, over and over and over until it finally works out, which hopefully that should do us well, but, I'm kind of hoping it happens immediately. Please, Violet-Chi, please be nice to us and give us the joys and wonders of the world that we're really wanting. I've been really nice. I even kept up with the parents properly and everything. I've been doing actually really well on this device now. I've learned the tips and tricks and learned all the hidden secrets and everything. So I'm ready. I am really sorry about losing that last video, though. Though, to be honest, you've already seen these Tamagotchis. It literally just repeated the same process in a way. Like, it's kind of weird how, like, it just was like, do it again! And then I was like, what? I know. Like, it was weird. I was not expecting these guys. I don't know how common that is on this device, but I was very much not expecting them. I don't know if the blended family is always the same type of characters or not. It's kind of weird. I know, like, the special characters had, like, their own special traits and qualities to them, but who knows? Maybe in this next round we won't have to deal with whatever. Though I'm going to try and end up with something else. I don't know. I think we just ended up with the same mother type, which is the issue. So if you look into our thing, we have Planet Chi here, but of course we have Mama Chi or whatever. So we kind of ended up with the same mother typing, I think. Well, sort of the same mother typing. I kind of forget what the last mom type was, but we did kind of end up with, since we did have another, I guess, like, Violet family type thing, because, I don't know, it's very weird with how this device does, like, its whole, like, parenting, like, genetics thing. Like, it's very weirdly done. I'm also not used to, like, the whole breeding concepts on these devices. I don't know, I'm kind of, like, random with this stuff. It's, like, one of those things where I'm so used to, like, how the earlier connections do it, and I just haven't mastered how, like, the family tree does it yet. So it's one of those weird things. Also, does anyone know how this whole paint thing works out on these things? This has to be the worst paint I've ever seen. Well, not the worst. I think the Tamagotchi actually beats it out in quality, because the Tamagotchi's pretty bad with its paint, too. Like, I don't know what's up with this. Like, the paint really just likes to start, like, fading away on these things. I thought it was the pouch originally, but it's not the pouch. So I don't know what's up with this. Maybe the paint is just that crap and, like, it just starts, like, peeling off or whatever. I don't know. I don't know, really. Though, to be honest, this Tamagotchi isn't, like, in the best of condition either. You see, it has a little bit of a bleeding screen and everything in there. So it's not the best condition for each one of these devices. I don't know. I never understand that with these devices. Like, I've had other ones where, like, the paint lasts good, and, like, they've been all in, like, the whatever thing. This one just has a crappy screen, so I don't know what's up with this one. Like, I seriously did everything right. I don't know what happened to the screen on this unit. I don't know, but yeah, like, this one went in the pouch and it was fine. So, that, like, at first I thought it was the pouch, but then I was like, no, that can't really be. And so I went with, like, a day without the pouch or whatever. And, like, I still noticed paint scraping off of it, so I don't know if it's just paint quality on these things. It's just not that great or whatever. Who knows? Like, these ones have been all in a nice pouch and stuff like that, though. I don't know. I never understand some of the paint issues I have. That is Japanese ones, though, so maybe that's just, like, the American side of things didn't use it. Because, like, for example, we have my V2 here, which does actually have a little bit of paint scraping. Though, to be honest with with these devices, I did use Osu and Masu cases, so maybe that was the difference. We will see these cases again whenever I do a V2 and a V1 series again. We will do a proper V1 and V2 series. I know last time I did them, it was me trying to get back and introduced into YouTube and learning my new methods and stuff like that. So at some point we'll do a much more proper series on the V1 and V2. But, though, to be honest, when I do a V1 series, I'm going to have a little bit more fun with that, because I have actually had plans for a V1 series and how I'm going to do something special with it, so yay there! And then for V2 series, I've been wanting to do that again, because I felt like I didn't do everything in the V2 at the time. So, I'm excited for that. At some point, we'll see all the fun with those devices again. I'm super excited for it. We also have a V3 here, which I will be running this at some point, because when I was running the Katai and Akai, and when I did my 2024 series, everyone was asking me to compare it to a V3. I didn't own a V3 at the time, so at some point we'll do a V3 series as well. I'm excited for these. These do actually have way better paint quality, so I'm kind of curious what's up with this. Like, I don't know. Like, is there some, like, weird paint thing that, like, Bandai does sometimes, like, cheap out on paints? Or is it, like, plastic quality or something like that? I don't know. I don't get it. Because, like, things like this can exist. And, like, it's... Like, the paint feels really nice on this one. But on, like, the Family Tree here, the paint actually does not feel that great. I don't know what's up with that. And I know modern Tamagotchis actually don't even use this style of paint, really. I know they use something completely different. I don't know if I have one on me. Do I have a modern one on me? Where's my modern boys? Oh, yeah, I do have one on me, actually. And I know modern ones use a different type of printing style, because if you see it on the sides here, it actually does this weird little fading thing. Also, the texture feels different on it as well. So I don't know how older Tamagotchi prints worked out. They all feel so different in so many weird ways. Does anyone have any answers to that? Like, the printing styles on these devices? Because, like, I know Japanese ones have, like, a better print quality usually. But I've, like, run into, like, random devices where, like, the paint quality on them is really bad for some weird reason. And I don't know if that's, like, a weirdly common thing or not. Because, like, we have, like, a bunch of them around. And, like, their paint qualities are all so weird and things like that. So I don't know how it all works out. Who knows? But, I'm going to say that's pretty much it for right now. So, thank y'all for watching, and I will see you all later. So, sorry about losing an episode. I didn't mean to lose an episode. And, as y'all know, I'll be working on D3 stuff soon. Well, I'm already working on D3 stuff right now. You know, fun, long thing, but I'm going to get, like, a little bit more footage since I did lose a little bit of it, so... I'm always going to try getting, like, one more battle. So, woohoo! But that will be it for right now, so thank y'all for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye-bye.